In this video, we'll be looking at an example of Redis client and how do we interact with Redis client using a programming language. So in this case, I'm picking up Python, but you can do this with any language because every language has a Redis client because Redis is popular. So in this case, I'm using Python and I'm using this package called redis-py, which is officially provided by Redis. So all you have to do is you have to install Redis first. So let's install that. And I'll just open redis.py. I can import Redis, I think. So yeah, you can just import Redis. And firstly, before even getting the data, you have to connect to that server. So if you have seen, we have started the server on Redis server using Redis server, right? So, and it runs at port 6379. And these clients, whatever I'm saying, are connecting to this server in the background. So whenever we say redis-cli, what it does is it connects to this port 6379 running on localhost because it's running locally and not on any server, and it connects to them and then it opens the connection. In the same way, we have to use the programming language, or in this case Python, or we have to write code in order to first connect to the server, and then you have to query, you can query the server. So right now what we are basically doing is we are writing a Python program which can be run instead of running Redis CLI. So that's what we are basically doing. So to first connect to the Redis server, you can do redis server is equals to redis, and it takes the host which is localhost and the port which is 6379. So let's first print this Redis server just to see what it does. So I can just do python 3 redis.py. Also make sure you do not name your package as redis.py because we already are importing a package called Redis. So it's better to name something else. So that's what I faced. So if we try to print this out, let's say python 3 redis example.py, we see there's a class which has a connection. So we hold the connection and we can use to query the server. It's a redis con, that is a better naming, I guess. So you can use this variable. In this case, they are saying R. You can use to do the commands that we were talking about in this client. So let's actually close some of this. Let's see if we have anything to query. Okay, let's say, do we have anything like, I don't remember what we have given. Okay, there is user3 name. Okay, let's try getting the user3 name. So we can do redis con dot get user3 name, user, let's say name. Try to print this. You can see we are getting the name mono, which is what we have stored. And if we rename this to mono1, and again if we run this, we should be seeing the changes. So that's what this package is for. And you can do anything, like we can also do lrange, which we have done. I think we have done users, and start is 0, end is -1. And if we run this, okay, we don't have users. Is it user list? I don't remember the name. It is a user list. So you can see we have getting John. So also you can do lpop. I guess lpop, it removes and returns the first element of the list name. I think you can just send the list name. It's user list. It returns it, and this time it's none because we have removed it. Right, so you can basically do everything that we have done in this Redis client. I will paste the link for this below. You can see whatever command is there here. You can basically do that in this Python package. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to show, like how this thing works. How does how to connect to Redis using Python. So yeah, thanks for watching and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.